Alright, so here's a little video of our Razor brand Crazy Cart fleet we've got. We've had a ton of fun with these. I think we've had them 2 years now, and I just keep picking them up used because they don't work, and I fix them. Obviously that's not a problem. And we've had some fun races, a lot of maintenance, and I'm going to get into some more how-to videos and stuff. But over here's the Crazy Cart XL. This is the daddy version, Big Daddy 36 volt. And I've sold some custom ones, did some cool hydrographics and stuff, but this video is about this little sleeper right here. So pretty much looks the same as the rest of the fleet. We took an old beat up one and found, I don't know, 50 bucks on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, and where all the craziness is right here in the back. Alright, we got another crazy insane build, and I can't recommend doing this at home, but what we've done is we've taken one of these kids crazy carts. Stock, it's a 24 volts, and this one had a bad controller. This is a ESC, or electronic speed controller, and we pitched it, and what we've done is we went to a 48 volt controller, excuse me, and a 12 cell lipo battery in here, and it worked out pretty slick. This is the for the gas pedal up here. We converted it over to the new style hinged. The old style was a plunger type. We didn't like that, and we just took the 3 wires from there. There's a red, black, and white. White is red for 5 volts, black is neutral, ground, and then the white is the signal, and that pulses, and the further you press it down, the more it pulses, and it gives you more speed. This is for the motor. It's got a 24 volt motor up in here, and that was a pretty basic connection. And here's the battery one, and I do highly recommend these. These things are awesome. These are the spark proof connectors, because if you connect it here and then use this as your last one, you're going to get a heck of a spark. I mean, it's like a welding spark. And then it worked out pretty cool because we needed a key ignition, and we just took this switch right here and we turned that into the key. So you press that little plunger, and that gives it power to the controller, and that's it. We do have it figured out how to add brakes to this, because this thing is freaking insane. We made it twice as fast. It was already scary fast as it was, and we were blowing through tires like, I don't know, they take a pneumatic tire, and we were burning them up in like a week. So we're trying out this rubber tire. This is a solid rubber tire, and it was like, I can't remember how much it was. I'll put the link in the description, but it's literally solid rubber, and hopefully this lasts longer. So we're going to give Kid Drift, he's got his safety gear on, neck brace, full face helmet, and Godspeed and be safe. So give this thing a test drive and see what it does. There's just not enough room in here, man. As you can see, he's leaving black marks at will. Maybe I need to get out of the way. Alright, let's see what it does. There you go. Oh, through a chain. I guess that concludes this test. Okay, so it just came off the tensioner. We're obviously going to have to work out some details. We might have to get a heavier duty spring, because there's really not a ton of tension on it, or this tensioner might be bad. And I see that we got to put these back in here too. Never finished that up. We were so excited to do a little test drive. So, all right, flip it back over. All right, so the chain popped off, so that's our next, looks like that's our biggest dilemma, and why we were putting the chain back on, I thought I'd dig up some of the old parts. So this is the old style plunger type. It just goes straight down. It's not as comfortable as this pivot type. The kids much prefer this new generation. It's like on a hinge. It works just way easier for them. And I have to say, so far, the solid rubber tire, I mean, look at how flat that is, and this is what we were going with before, and the kids were just destroying them, and it wasn't just the tire, because they didn't realize it on this concrete. It's like, 40 grit sandpaper. And they'd literally go right through the cords, and it was popping the tubes, too, so it cost us, a tube as well. But I still highly recommend these things. It's fun. But as parents, you guys realize that you're going to have to maintain the tires, especially if you're going with the air ones. Keep the air up, otherwise it'll roll off the rim. It's fairly easy to replace these, and maybe I should do some how-to videos because there's some bushings in here that is a pain in the butt, but there's a couple little tips and tricks, and I can maybe teach you guys. So if you want some videos of how to work on these crazy carts, give me a shout. The other things is these bumpers. It used to have wheels on here, and they switched it over to these bumpers, but they still wear the heck out of these. I mean, they wore it right down to the metal, but it's better just to get it before it wears into the metal and just replace the dowel rim bumper there. And then, like I mentioned, we went to Goodwill and got a pair of rollerblades for $5, and these seem to be holding up pretty good because these are the stock wheels. It just destroys them, especially if you guys turn one way more than the other. We did try a different pair of rollerblade wheels that were a softer compound. It destroyed it in literally less than one battery charge. So there is some maintenance, just like any kind of race car. We basically doubled the speed of this thing and made it insane, and we have dubbed this the death cart. This is something that guests are not allowed to ride. Fortunately, my son, maybe unfortunately, he has a need for speed. If you guys have been watching our channel for years, Project Nightmare was pretty insane, and we're kind of in the transition right here. I can't build these crazy $3,000 Power Wheels for my kids anymore, so we went with kart racing, and yeah, he was a track champion this year, first year. Getting off topic here, but you're going to see less and less of these small Power Wheels and more of this crazy kart stuff, and we're going to get into the pocket rockets, and we've got a Razor quad that we're doing some crazy stuff with. It's going to need a wheelie bars now, so we'll probably get some videos of that stuff up. But anyways, guys, if you like this channel and this video, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And winter is when we're slowest, so we usually do some insane builds, so stay tuned.